when you're in this industry, to be honest. To get up and go.
For sure.
So much. Thank you for having me. So I've been, like you said, all around LA.
I'm born and raised in LA, man. 84, baby.
Okay.
Something everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Green Lounge LA, Mad Boots Entertainment, and Angel Clubhouse Empire presents The Struggle. I'm Hove, and
I'm Ria Rose.
Go ahead and let them know the Instagram and all the following.
Instagram is Ask About Ria, AskAboutRia. Everything else is Ria Rose, RiaRosae. And you can hit me up everywhere, available everywhere.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, the first time I encountered your music, and it's real smooth, may I say, it's real smooth on some real, what would I say? It's smooth. I could play you next to Sade.
Nice.
I could. I could throw it in there. I could throw it in there.
Thank you.
So the songs' names were Changes.
And I remember.
Talk to us about Changes. What was that about?
Changes is about the changes that I made in falling in love while I was doing my music. So basically dating my manager, who was also my photographer, my editor, my everything, and also we lived together. So the changes that I went through with him created the song Changes.
Okay. That's a lot right there. So What was that like dating your manager? Because a lot of female artists, and let's talk about it, right? Because on The Struggle, we talk about struggling artists who begin their first baby steps. Because in the beginning, everybody struggles. In a business, whether it's artistry, it's still a business, right?
Right.
So you begin to become molded and mature as an individual on many different areas of your life because you're doing business now, right? So let's talk about what was that like business-wise? How did that work? Because I know a lot of women struggle with this.
Yeah.
Talk about it. What was that like dating your dude, being your boss, and your dick?
Yeah, that's hard. It was easy because we knew how to play it off. Like when we would go out to the scene or an event, they wouldn't know we were together. Yet when we got home, that's when it became real because we got the kids at home and we got to deal with each other on a personal basis and then go out and put that aside. Whatever goes on at home, put that aside and to be outside in the atmosphere and manage that. So that was why Changes was made, because it was kind of hard because you never know, the business side, what happened was...
What kind of mental headspace did that put you in? Because one minute you arguing, but now we got to be cool because the money on the line, we got to do this. And what was that transition like for you? It
was cool until I found out who he was really with was one of the editors for my music. So I didn't know that your wife was one of the editors of my music. You never told me nothing about that. I'm just thinking it's me and you. So it's just me and you at home and, it's just us. Now, all of a sudden,
Hold on. Wow. So you opened up a lot there. Y'all got a house with kids in it and he got a wife.
Yes.
So you went through some changes.
Yes, a lot of changes.
So that's why you sang on that song.
Yes, that's the reason why, yes.
You went through some changes.
Yes,
you changed his area code, I'm sure, after that. You changed your phone number after that.
Everything changed. Everything changed.
You cut the hair off, everything. I'm
For
sure.
real, I did.
I'm sure. Because that song, that was a lot. All right, so talk to me about the other song I remember. Hold on.
I remember.
I remember.
Yeah.
See? I remember.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to me about I Remember. What happened with I Remember?
I Remember is similar to Changes. It's just the fact that I remember. So I went through the changes, and then all of a sudden, that's all I remember. So that's why I remember. Yeah.
So Changes and I Remember are kind of like a package deal.
Yes, a similar, yes.
And what did you remember?
All the things that we've been through. I remember when it used to be us. I remember when you said this to me. I remember when we did this together. Now all of a sudden, what is it that every time I do right, it's never really worth it?
So I Remember was kind of like the feeling that I think everybody gets it, but maybe more women are more vocal about it, is the closure part and the grief part of breaking up. So that's what I Remember is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So you're explaining that one pretty well. So,
yes.
All right. Your music seems to deal a lot with relationships, a lot with emotions.
Yes.
What did you have to overcome to master those emotions? What has that done for you? How has that made you grow? Or are you still learning those lessons?
I'm still learning these lessons, and also God. If I didn't have the Lord, then I would be a mess right now. Some people, after they date their manager and they're in the industry, they just go totally off the market. And that's what I did. Had to fall off. You know, I couldn't get my mind right, my emotions right, my mind wasn't right, my feeling wasn't right. I couldn't go certain places and do certain things because that's all I remember is you and you there with me. And then now I have to go through these changes of how I have to be by myself independently and just work through that still. I'm still working through that, trying to move on with a new manager that I'm not dating, you know, so that I can focus on the business part of my music.
Let's talk about this. A lot of women do date their managers or somebody that's closely tied to their team. Would you suggest that now?
It's all about maturity and who you with, because you never know. I couldn't say. You never know what they do.
Now, as an adult, taking yourself serious, doing podcasts, doing shows, you know, reaching out, getting new artists. Now,
would I recommend
with
it?
the money on the line, would you recommend it?
No, I wouldn't recommend it. I would just do it independently because that's what they're doing. To be honest with you, your manager, that's what he's working independently. So you never know what he has on the line. So you might as well make yourself stable as much as possible and situate yourself and foundate yourself to where you can move on, so where your money isn't colliding with somebody that you have a conflict with now.
I think a misconception a lot, though, too, is people think they work for the manager. The manager works for you.
Right. Exactly.
And I think that's because when I deal with a lot of people now, thank the Lord, Most High is great. Before, when I was outside the industry, I would think that you work for the manager. No, the manager works for you, and they get 10% off of whatever revenue they bring you in and whatever connections they get you in. And that's that minimum asking fee based on their skills and their track record, right?
Right.
So, like, now that you know that as an adult and you've matured, what would you suggest to other women, not even younger than you, maybe even the same age that's learning that?
Stay out of relationships because you fall in love with their talent and what they do for you. So you're like, oh my God, that's what I want. And oh, he did this for me, he did that for me. So you grow feeling. Just stay to yourself as much as possible to see if you can deal with that type of lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that you have to live with because you have to deal with that person. You have to forgive that person. You have to talk to that person. It takes a lot of energy to focus on your manager and your dude and then you. That's how it goes. Your manager, then it's your dude, and then it's you. Then it's your music.
That's a lot. That sounds like too much already. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like too much already. So with these songs coming out and you're making this music about love, what is next for you?
Wow, that's a good question. A next song or just, new music and whatever.
What is your opinion on love now? Like, after going through that experience, now where do you stand with love? How are you in love cool now, or y'all got a distant relationship? You putting a pause on love? What's going on?
I'm putting a pause on love, and I have to love myself. So love is like an individual thing. You have to have it individually in order to give it to somebody or for someone to give it to you in order to recognize it. So I would say I'm just standing still, trying to settle myself in my own love so I won't have to fall for someone else's love, and that might not be true.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's ask this. We understand that you're going to be on the 20th, you're going to be doing a show, and you're going to be at the Kinky Christmas event. And on the struggle, we talk a lot about what we love about the industry. Now let's talk about what you hate. And it seems like your music is based on love. So I think the appropriate question for you would be, we know what you love about love, but what do you hate about love? What make you almost say fuck love? And how have you overcome that feeling? Or have you overcame that feeling?
I have not overcame that feeling.
Ooh.
And what I hate about it is that I can't overcome because it's easy to have. It's like right there. Like your manager, he's doing everything for you, and you fall for that person that's providing for you. So then you fall in love with that providence, and then you can't get away from it because there's no one else to, hey, who am I going to find to do this? Who going to do this for me, that for me? And you love that person, so you give up everything for that person because you want that same in return. So now I just hate that you love it. I hate that you love it.
So can we get a fuck love song from you then?
I have one. I have one. It's called Alone Tonight. It's on my album R&B School, which is available everywhere. And I felt good about doing that song. It's just I don't play it as much because I be in love. Yeah.
Okay, so after you do the Kinky Christmas event in Venice Beach, California, what are you doing next? Where can we catch you?
With you.
Oh,
Be with y'all. Angel Clubhouse and
Angels Clubhouse and Green Lounge. Yeah, we're
Yep.
more than appreciative that you come and show up. We really appreciate the music, most definitely.
yes.
Let me ask you this. There's a lot going on in the world, right? And right now, there's a lot of people talking about like Doja Cat, and they're talking about this artist and that artist. What do you think you would fit in the world, in the industry now?
I feel like my music places itself. I can't say, oh, be here, be there. I can't be Doja Cat because word on the street, she sold her soul. See, that's another thing about love in the industry. They fell in love with so much of the providing that Illuminati can give you. So they fall in love with that. So they sell their soul. So I don't want to sell my soul to that. So I have to just let my music express itself and play itself into the right position. I would love to be in this position. I would love to be over there, but my music can only take me as far as it can. So I'll wait till the music and wait till my fans respond, and then that'll place me wherever I need to be.
How much of making sure you keep your soul and who you are is a big part of your life? How much of it is a part of your life? I'm sorry.
It's the most important. That's why I say serving the Lord and having God involved in your music is the best way to survive.
Okay.
The best way to keep it flowing, because not to get in a spiritual sense, but if you love the Lord and you know the power of God, then you know that it'll take you as far as you want it to go. So I stay with
Facts.
God to keep me leveled out, because by myself I can't do it.
Facts. All right. Well, appreciate having you on. It was a pleasure speaking with you,
Awesome.
taking the time with you. I thank you for finally coming on the show. We've been trying forever.
I know. Thank you guys for having me. That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Green Lounge Entertainment, Mad Boots, as well as Angel Clubhouse, has presented to you The Struggle. We hope you enjoy. This was Miss Ria Rose. We've also had Mr. D-Rod on today, and we also had the kid on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We love you and appreciate you. Peace.